Zara Radio is a software program which provides automation and playout facilities for radio stations. It allows scheduling of content for automatic broadcast and also provides facilities which allow manual control over a playlist and jingles. HBS is already using Zara Radio to manage and broadcast the sustaining service which precedes and follows the nightly live programmes. Zara Radio has the potential to supplement or to replace the use of Guinevere and Windows Media Player currently used to play out audio files stored on the studio PC. As with any software, there are pros and cons. Audio files from all PC-based folders can be selected and played from a single Zara Radio playlist. Playlists can be operated manually or automatically. They can be prepared in advance and stored for future use. Jingles or other content allocated to a jingle slot can be played independently of the playlist. The software is free, and it can be installed on your own PC, which can then be connected to the MP3 input on the studio desk. The software compensates well for audio files recorded at widely differing levels, which effectively removes the need for checking pre-fade for individual items. You can't pre-fade individual items or check the ending of an item if the PC fader is in use or another item is currently playing. Timers and automated features will only be accurate if the PC audio files have been correctly topped and tailed. However, these limitations also apply to the existing systems. It is Windows-only software, but similar programs are also available for the Apple and other software platforms. So, why should you consider using Zara Radio now? As part of its long-term strategic planning, HBS does intend to move to a software-driven digital playout system. Although the system which HBS will implement is more sophisticated than Zara Radio, becoming familiar with the use of a digital playout system now will be beneficial for most presenters. Zara Radio has the capacity to integrate materials used by the three current systems into a single integrated playlist. Zara Radio's built-in algorithms significantly reduce the dangers of varying audio levels. The present system effectively blocks the use of consecutive tracks being played from the different PC sources. Zara Radio can play tracks from the Guinevere, Internet and audio folders in a single integrated playlist. There are no limitations on the number of tracks which can be played consecutively or the order in which they are played. This is the Zara Radio main screen. From now on, I'll just refer to Zara. There are a number of areas on this screen which perform specific functions. The playlist window is where the program is compiled. The items to be played in a program are listed in the window in the order in which they'll be played. In addition to music, the list can include jingles, promotions, and any other audio content located on the PC. The title of the next track to be played appears in this window. When a track is playing live, its title appears here. Events are an advanced feature not covered in this tutorial. Rather than use the navigation window to locate and load content, drag and drop, described later, is recommended. Playout is controlled by clicking on the various transport buttons. Major functions such as play, stop and next are also available as keyboard shortcuts. The final window is the jingle tree. Jingles, promotions, and indeed any audio file can be assigned to each of 9 preset buttons in this window. However, there are 10 sets of buttons giving access to a possible 90 preset items. The file management tree in the advanced window is awkward to navigate and should be avoided. The simplest way to get content into the playlist and jingle tree is to drag and drop files from folders on the desktop. Folders have been created for each of the PC audio file types, and the Windows Advanced Search feature can be used to quickly find an item in a specific folder. As this presentation wasn't recorded at HBS, the display on the studio computers will look slightly different, but the steps will be exactly as shown. Managing how the program and folders appear on the desktop is a matter of personal preference. However, it is recommended that the Zara window is placed to the right-hand side of the screen and folders are opened in list view to the left of Zara. This facilitates easy scrolling through the content of a folder. When the desired track has been located, it is dragged from the folder to the playlist window. This is repeated until all the tracks have been added to the playlist. Using the Windows Advanced Search feature speeds up the process. A catalogue number, artist's name, or words from the title can be typed into the search box and the appropriate track dragged directly to the playlist. The search can be narrowed from the entire computer down to a single folder. It is also possible to scroll through the content of a folder and drag items to the playlist. The same drag and drop procedure is used when allocating jingles or other content to a preset slot in the jingle tray. If a slot is available, its legend will be empty. Dropping a track on an occupied slot will replace the item already there. If there are no empty slots, or you wish to start a new set, click on the drop-down menu at the right-hand side and select another tray. There are 10 trays available. It's possible to save a tray with your personal jingles so that it can be recalled at a later date. If you can navigate through the Windows folder structure, perform a search, drag and drop files, you can load content into Zara. The operational controls are quite straightforward and use standard symbols for the key tasks. Clicking the play icon or pressing the keyboard shortcut P starts the next item scheduled in the playlist. Pressing the keyboard shortcut S or clicking on the stop icon stops playback. The current track then fades out. The pause button pauses the current track. Pressing it again will start the track playing once more. The next key and the keyboard shortcut N are only available in automatic mode. When pressed, Next performs a software segue between the current track and the next track in the playlist. Pressing rewind causes the current track to jump back by 30 seconds. Forward causes the current track to jump forward by 30 seconds. Both buttons can be pressed multiple times to move further back or forward in a track. This button stops playback after the current track has finished. Finally, the voiceover fade button. This fades the current track to allow a voiceover to be performed. It is recommended that this button is not used and that the fader is used in the normal way. When selected, the left of these two icons will remove the track information from the playlist after the track has played. It is best to have this feature switched on. The right icon causes the current track to loop until it's stopped or the icon is switched off. Both of these icons are small, and the only indication that either is active is the appearance of a white bounding box.